Okay, let's talk about your story for the week and what all you need to be looking at. So here's your words to know. These are also all your sight words, so let's check it out. This bunch of flowers smells sweet. That's of. How do cats see in the dark? How? Hey, that's a good question. Maybe you guys could do a little research and figure it out. She will make a loud sound in music class. Make. Some. The boy sees some cows in the field. Some. Why? Why do people like a sour taste? Ooh, I don't know that either, but lemons make me make the craziest face ever. I don't know why some people like that. Animal. This animal feels soft when the girl pets it. Look at that bunny rabbit. Animal. All right, I love this story. Let's dig into it and start talking about it. It is an informational text. It's going to tell you about real life stuff. All right, so animal communication. Communication is a big, long, fancy, schmancy word that means you talk to each other. So let's see how many syllables communication has. I am going to duck lip it. Are you ready? Hmm, 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 hmm. I counted 5. Let's see how many times my mouth opens. Communication. Yep, counted 5. Communication. 5. That means you talk to each other. So do you guys think animals can talk to each other? Like, have you ever seen a squirrel pick up the phone and like call a raccoon and say, "Hey, you want to come hang out tonight?" No, they can't actually talk like we can, but they can make noises and they use their bodies a lot to talk to each other. So how something is standing or moving lets another animal know what it's thinking. So animals can send messages, and we're going to talk about that. And animals can understand messages. Some animals move their bodies. Many make special sounds. Why do you think birds sing? Why does a dog wag its tail? You will learn all about animal messages and how animals communicate. It's really cool. So I'm going to put this big so we can all see it better. I've had it little. I'm going to stick it up big so it looks like yours will. And we're going to turn the page and get into our story. How Animals Communicate by William Munoz. So, William Munoz is the author and he's also the photographer. Photographer means he took all the photographs. So, this story, since it's a real life story, does not have drawn pictures, it just has photographs to go with it. That's another clue that you know it's a real life story when you see photographs. So it says he has taken photos of alligators, bald eagles, bison, polar bear, and many other animals in their natural habitats. That's pretty cool. All right, look at the top. This is going to tell you all about how animals touch. An animal will tug and grab. So I think they're probably playing. They don't look like they're fighting. See how this guy looks a little more relaxed and his paw is down? I think they're playing. An animal can hug its baby. How do elephants hug? Oh, that's so cute. There's the mama elephant and there's the baby elephant, and look at its nose. What's it doing with its trunk? It's wrapping it over the baby. So it's like it's kind of touching the baby and hugging the baby just like your mama would do and did when you were a baby. The dog and cat are friends. How can you tell? Okay, this is crazy because I've never seen a dog and cat that looked as good of buddies as these two. How can you tell they look like they're good buddies? Look at them. It looks like the dog, he's all relaxed. His eyes are closed and the cat's rubbing on him. They are such good friends. Okay, so that's touch. They're communicating with touch. Animals can hear. Ugh, what is this guy? He's scary. He's an old snake. His tongue's sticking out. He's got a rattler on his tail. Quick fact about this kind of snake. Of course, most of you know it's a rattlesnake. They are a fancy word called viviparous, and they do not lay eggs. They have live babies. They lay live babies instead of hatch eggs. So I thought that was kind of a crazy fact about them. And so do copperheads. And we have both rattlesnakes and copperheads around here. So watch out for those. They're poisonous. It says, what is in the grass? Animals can hear it. They will run away from it because they know that rattlesnake will bite. A bird will sing, here I am. So I have a quick story too about birds. Last year in the fall, it was either the fall or the spring. I think, no, it was definitely the spring. When it got was still kind of cool out at night, we'd hear this crazy mockingbird, and he would make all kinds of noises all night long. And I thought, what in the world? I thought birds went to roost at night and they didn't make all kinds of crazy noises. But he did. He went through all the sounds that he knew. He just totally show off for hours after it got dark. So I looked it up and I found out that he was a boy mockingbird and he was looking for a girlfriend. I know. So he was out all night long showing off for all the girls, hoping he'd get him a girlfriend by making all his silly little noises at night. And once we knew what he was doing, it was kind of interesting just to listen to him because mockingbirds pick up all the different sounds and noises of not only birds but other things around them. And let me tell you, he really could show off with a lot of different sounds. So birds do communicate, just like this bird is singing, "Here I am." It says a wolf will call to its pack, "Here I am." Same thing. And like coyotes around here, we had a coyote last weekend come up on the fence line and was barking, barking, barking at our dogs. Just kept barking at them. And usually coyotes howl, but he had this funny little yip bark he was doing at them. I guess he was either trying to play or wanting to let them know that that was his territory and they better stay in the yard. But it was really weird. So animals communicate. They just don't say words like we do. So animals see. Why will a dog press its legs down? It will let dogs see, I can play. So look at your doggy. I know all of you with dogs at home have seen this. They press their little legs down into the ground, their front legs. That's letting another dog know, hey, I'm friendly and I want to play with you. Some bees will buzz and dance if they find food. Look at the bees. I know that sounds really crazy to you, but it's true. Bees have special dances they do to tell the other bees where they found certain flowers. And they will. They'll like shake their little booties one way and shake their little booties another. And then they'll walk a few steps and they'll turn. And the other bees know what they're saying. And then they'll all go fly off to the flowers. Isn't that so interesting? I love bees. Bees are so interesting. And if we didn't have bees, did you know that people couldn't live on the earth without pollinators like bees? So bees are super important and super special, and we should take care of our bees. We're going to do a whole thing on bees later. Bees are very, very interesting. Animals smell. A mom can tell the smell of its baby. Look at the giraffe. She's smelling her little baby giraffe. She knows that's her baby because it smells like her baby. An animal can have a bad smell. It will make animals run away from it. Ew, what is that thing right there? It's a skunk and they stink. And look at this deer. He's going, not today, buddy. His tail's straight in the air. You smell bad. I'm out of here. Isn't that crazy? So here's all the ways that animals communicate or talk to each other: through touch, through sound, they can hear, they can see, or they can smell. Tell what the mom can do. What can that mama bison do? That's actually called a bison or a buffalo, and they live on this continent in North America. They live in the United States and they live in Canada. And look what she can do with her baby. Just looks like a little baby calf out in the field. But look at her eye. Does her eye look mean or sad? No, it looks sweet and happy. She's loving her baby. She's rubbing her baby with her face because it's telling her baby that she loves her baby. That makes her baby feel safe. Okay, that was it for how animals communicate. So let's real quick talk about, excuse me, we're going to talk about how animals can send messages to each other. So an insect is an animal that has 6 legs. An insect's body has 3 parts. Most insects have some kind of wings so that they can fly. Why do insects send messages? Some insects, like mosquitoes, find each other by flying towards the sound that other mosquito wings make. Honeybees can tell other honeybees where there is food. Every kind of animal has a way of sending messages. How do insects send each other messages? Ants touch other ants. Crickets make sounds with their front legs. Fireflies flash light. The next time you see an insect, watch and listen. It may be sending a message. So let's look at these little things right here. Those are called labels. That's telling you, we've done that in our writing. That's telling you what's going on in the picture. So that one says ants. That one says butterfly. That one says honeybee. That says mosquito. So those are called labels. I do want to tell you because this is going to be on your test. So if moms and dads are listening up, make a note of this. These things over the top of pictures, when it's at the very top, it's not called a label. It's called a heading. These are called headings. Say that with me, heading. not a label, a heading that's going to be on your test. You have to know that. So pay extra special attention to it. I hope you like this story as much as I do. I love animals and I love this story. So we're going to be doing some fun, cool animal stuff. And there's also a virtual field trip you get to take in the classroom. In the main room that you go back to with the white chair and all that stuff. And if you click on it, you get to go through a whole zoo and watch all kinds of videos and get to see the zookeepers, and it's pretty neat. So go check that out and have a great Monday.